Today we are here for another Love is Blind tea. Yes. I did a previous video talking about how it all started in the pods and how they paired up and all. So far we have 5 couples. Yes, this season we have 5 couples. So we have Kenneth and Brittany, we have Laura and Jeremy, we have AD and Clay, we have Chelsea and Jimmy, and then we have Amy and Johnny. Yeah, Amy and Johnny. This season they didn't go to Cancun as always for the honeymoon phase. They went to the Dominican Republic, and guys, that place is so beautiful. They had a lot of fun so far. Everybody was bonding with their partner, and I liked it until there was an evening, like a dinner for all the 5 couples to meet. The beginning when they met, everything was okay until I think Laura made a joke that she told Jeremy about it. Then Jeremy told Clay. I think it was a joke about AD. So Jeremy told Clay and Laura found out. Laura said she was just joking with her partner, so she didn't understand why he would go and tell on her. So I think Jeremy didn't like it. He overreacted. I didn't like how he reacted that night. He just messed up their vibe and he just left, guys. He left Laura at the beach side.
Are you? What? Like home or like hotel?
No, right home.
And he left. I actually thought he was even leaving the show, but he left. Every other couple was just having fun and all that. I think Jimmy also did something that I didn't like at the beach side. Yeah, I think he passed a comment about AD's bump, her ass, and I didn't find it funny at all because your partner Chelsea was also there and you're talking about another woman's ass. That's so disrespectful. I didn't like that. Chelsea was offended and she went to sit somewhere quietly. Jimmy acted as if Chelsea didn't exist that night. He was just minding his business, chatting with the guys, the girls, and Chelsea was just lonely that night. So I think Chelsea didn't like it.
You're good. That woman is good. It's absolutely stacked. Hey,
If it was me, I wouldn't be happy as well. So that night, when they went back into their room, Chelsea complained. They had a little misunderstanding. And I think the next morning they woke up and then they sorted things out and they were okay. And so far it was these 2 couples that had an issue when all the couples met. And I think it's okay. Would manage it, yes. So in all, the honeymoon experience was fun. People got to know each other and all. One couple that I'm beginning to have a problem with lately. Okay, I won't say the couple, I'll say one person. Is my girl AD. You all know how I loved AD from the beginning. But there's something off about her. Something tells me she will sabotage her relationship with Clay. Because Clay is trying. I feel like Clay is trying. Even though he has his bad sides, the whole faithfulness and all, he has a problem. Somewhere he's suffering that he wants to get help. But I feel like AD is not outspoken. She's giving me the vibe of like she has something to hide and all that. Because at the beach, she was chatting with the other guys. She was comfortable having conversations with them. But when it comes to Clay, she just listens. She's just quiet. And then like thinking and all that. I don't know, but something is off for me about her. So I think aside that, the honeymoon phase was okay. Then they had to go back to America, back to Charlotte, where they are going to live together. I think 21 days before the wedding. So the couples moved in, everybody was okay, moving in with their partner and all. They are back to the real world. So I think Kenneth, yes, the principal, I had a problem with him when they moved back. He was just on his phone. I understand that you didn't have your phone back then. At the ports, in the at the hotel and all that, you didn't have your phone. We are back to reality. Brittany was packing her things, talking to him. He was just on his phone. Like, he was just off. Something about him was off for me. And I didn't like his reaction at all. And it felt like now that they are back to the real world, he's starting to behave in a certain way. Yes, lest I forget, at the beach when they were in the hotel, like when they went to the honeymoon at Dominican Republic, at the beach when all the couple met, Eddie had a conversation with him about the whole, in America, the blacks, like how they feel and all that, the black community. So Eddie had a conversation with him about how Brittany is ready to raise a black child and all that because they are in an interracial relationship. So I think Eddie was just coming from a fellow black woman to a fellow black man and the whole black society and all. I didn't see anything wrong with that, even though I felt like it was not her place to have such conversations with him. But she did anyways, because she was looking out for her fellow black brother. That's cool. But since that conversation, Kenneth just went off.
When y'all get married, she's gonna have to raise black children.
Yeah.
And are you confident that she can raise black children?
Yeah.
Even though he told Brittany about it, he just went off. They came back home, back to their apartment where they are living together, and he's just off. Now he doesn't even show any concern. He's just reluctant about things. Brittany even asked him if he would he'll help unpack, and he wasn't even bothered. He just left, went downstairs, was just on his phone.
Right?
There's something off for me about him. So later, Brittany expressed how she felt, told him that there's something, they are lacking some connection and all that. At the end of the day, they decided to go their separate ways. I was like, wow. This early, they just decided that, okay, so they are breaking up, they are going their separate ways. Kenneth just called his friend that he's moving out, so he's packing some of his things and then coming there. I was like, wow, that was fast. They moved from 100 to 0 real quick. So that's them. The next couple is Eddie and Clay. So Clay is trying, as I said. They met his parents, his mom and his sister. It was cool. His mom advised them about how marriage is difficult. They should try and work things out and all that. I feel like they are taking baby steps and they'll get there. They went to see each other's houses and it was okay. I think they are trying. So far, they don't have any tension. There's nothing really. The only problem is Clay told her that he's suffering with the whole faithfulness. He said growing up, he hasn't seen any black man who has been faithful to his wife because his father wasn't faithful, and then his father was going to see his other woman with him. So I feel like he's traumatized because when he was young, his father was just going to see side chicks with him. So growing up, he feels like it's not normal for a black man to just be with one woman. So he told Eddie about it and told her how he's not comfortable about it because marriage means a lot for him, and if he's getting married, he wants to make it right. So he's traumatized and he needs therapy. So he told Eddie about it, that he needs therapy, so they should see one. And I think it's a good step. At least he has accepted the fact that he has a problem and he wants solutions for that.
Because I do love you, but there is demons that I fight with.
Yeah.
So I think he's doing a good job. The next couple I want to talk about is Chelsea and Jimmy. Jimmy is also trying, I think, in my opinion. He's trying. Jeremy is a problem to me. Can you imagine that? Jeremy told Jimmy, he asked Jimmy if he has searched for Jessica on social media. Mind you, Jessica is the other lady that Jimmy didn't choose. So Jimmy said no. They're out, and he said she looks like the Kardashians because she has the body, the face like the Kardashians. And now Jimmy wants to meet Jessica because he feels like they didn't end on a good note and he didn't like it. So now he wants to meet Jessica. He told Chelsea about it, that he wants to meet her and apologize. I feel there's nothing wrong with that. And if he wants to just apologize, then that's it. That's cool. So Chelsea has a problem. I feel like her insecurities is worrying her. She has a serious problem because how are you there and saying that your man hasn't kissed you the whole day whilst he has actually kissed you? She's stressing Jimmy out because I feel like her old relationship, she has all these issues and she's trying to pour that out on Jimmy. But Jimmy is trying, at least. He's trying to be a better person for her. So they had issues because of that. Jimmy wanted to move out. I think he moved out. He slept out that night. The next morning he came back and they sorted their issues out. But I feel like Chelsea is stressing the guy because, to be honest, she needs to cool down. The guy really likes her. Okay, that's what he says. He keeps saying, I love you, and he tells her I love you so many times, yet just Chelsea is not satisfied. I don't really know what she wants from the guy again. So with Chelsea and Jimmy, I feel like Chelsea is a problem. Yeah, I feel like Chelsea is a problem. Now back to Jeremy and Laura. Laura is a hot girl. They also met Laura's parents and they were okay with Jeremy and all that. They were also going quite well until Jeremy went out with the guys. He claims he went out with the guys and then they decided to change locations. So on his way to the new location, they texted him that Sarah Ann is there at the location. And then he was like, he's not going to allow her determine where he will be or his movements, so he will still go. Fine, I agree with that. So he went. You went, you met this girl, and you stayed. So Laura said that the place that they went to, the pub or restaurant or wherever they went to, closes at 2. Jeremy came home at 6 in the morning the next day. Somebody that you're engaged. So Laura was really pissed and she asked him about it. He said he met Sarah Ann there and they stayed in his car to have a conversation till the morning at 6. And she said he was lying. Even me, I would say you're lying. He claims he sent her his location, so she's supposed to be okay with that. Can you imagine?
You hung back with Sarah Ann and was talking till 5 a.m.
Yes.
I'm not like Jeremy from the beginning because he's giving me playboy vibes and all. I feel like he will go back to Sarah Ann. Probably he would leave Laura for Sarah Ann because I don't understand what's going on here. So yeah, aside them, the couples that I think maybe they can make it will be Eddie and Clay, Chelsea and Jimmy probably. Because Kenneth and Brittany, they are gone their separate ways. I don't know if they'll come back in the next episode. But if they do, so Eddie and Clay, Jimmy and Chelsea maybe. Now Laura and Jeremy have a problem. Brittany and Kenneth also have a problem. And then Amy and Johnny. Amy and Johnny are the only couple that I feel like they are really strong. But Amy also passed a comment that if her father doesn't approve, she can't move on with Johnny. And her father, from the look of things, her father is somebody who is into the whole traditional way of dating and getting to know somebody and marrying the person. And Love is Blind isn't the traditional way of getting to know somebody and loving and marrying the person. So I don't know if her father is going to agree or not. So let's see. In the next episode, I saw that they'll meet, they'll have a hangout, all of them. That is where everybody will meet the lady that they couldn't pick. Let's see how it goes. Whether the guys will go back to the ladies they were supposed to pick. So let's see how it goes. Is love really blind? Will these couples move past family problems, financial problems, their individual problems that they are facing to get married and prove that love is really blind? We'll find out on the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next video. Bye.